Hello, everybody, and welcome back to what is known as the RWBY Rewatch series. So, I'm sorry I've been absent for a couple of weeks. There's just been a lot of personal things going on. So, back with the rewatch, though. Still on the track to trying to catch up to Volume 7. Even though we are currently on Volume 3, there's still the 4 volumes to get through, and I have to have at least a bit more bulking done. So, especially with Volume 7 coming around the corner, and the soundtrack just released about yesterday, I think. So, of the day I'm recording this is August 1st. I think the soundtrack released on July 31st. But how's everybody doing? Hope your week's going well. It is a nice Wednesday for the rewatch. Last time, in the episode, we got a lot of bonding scenes between Crow, Ruby, and Yang for their bonding on their side of the family. And then between Weiss and Winter, they bonded on their side with their lessons, their insight of being a huntsman, a huntress, and kind of what the stakes can be. Crow was a bit more ominous about it, and Winter was just a bit more strict with her sister Love as far as supporting Weiss. Then from there, we had, I forget their name, I'm stupid. We had the ones from Atlas, the team that was from Atlas, fight Team RWBY, which was Yang and Weiss. And Yang and Weiss ended up being the winners of that match, and it was really cool as it was playing out through the whole thing. The animation was sick and amazing. And I think also that is when that's gonna be the last YouTube video I use for the series. I've realized the quality difference when using Verve. It's much better for the series as I'm watching it than it is for YouTube as far as like the quality and the crispness. Excuse me. So I'm gonna be sticking with Verb for how I view the rest of the series. I'll be skipping the opening and ending and just kind of continuing it the same way. I only do the opening in the very first episode, and then from the rest of the volume, it just continues on. So, last time I did episodes 32 and 33. This time you're just going to get 34, and next Wednesday you're going to get 35, and then from there you're going to get 2 episodes in between as we continue on. The episodes are kind of like scarce they're getting close to like 20 minutes, and the finale for this one is even close to 30. So, I got to make sure I spread it, even though there is like the credit time of like a minute and 30 seconds of credits. I still got to keep the time going to make sure I can get these recordings consistent. So I do apologize, and I'm hoping not to miss another week at all for the rest of this year. So, August 1st, keep me to my word. If I don't keep to it, oh no, there's a penalty or something, right? I'm black, there can't be penalties. So, without further ado, though, we're going to jump straight into Volume 3 here. I am super motto excited. Hope y'all like the new setup, too. I got to put a lot into this. Still feel like this might need a bit more around here. Right now I got little Yugi down here for it, but yeah, either way, new setup, new scenes, new play, and transition. So without further ado, RWBY. Oh wow, I didn't expect that to show up at all, actually. I just wanted to spell it out just to spell it out.
Well,
Not the headphones!
you to move on to the final round of the tournament. Your performance.
Oh, that's right. This is where Ozpin wanted to speak to Pyrrha because he had selected his.
I think it's the other way around.
Hmm?
I'm sorry, but I
Right.
don't believe we've been introduced.
Name's Crow.
Crow is a trusted colleague of mine.
Professor, if you don't mind me asking,
Yeah.
why have you called me?
Right. Pyrrha's smart. She's perceptive. She knows what's going down. God, I love this series. I don't have to edit as much.
I'm sorry.
Fairy tales. Stories from your childhood. Surely you must remember some of them.
Well, there's the tale of the two brothers, the shallow sea, the
The two
girl in
brothers.
the tower.
What about the story of the season?
Oh,
Okay, I know the girl of the sea, or the girl of the tower, and the two brothers. I didn't know the middle one, the sea one.
The first understands his reclusive nature and urges him to use his time in solitude to reflect and meditate. The second brings him fruits and flowers, tending to his crops and revitalizing his garden. The third warms the man's heart, convincing him to step outside and embrace the world around him. And the fourth and final sister begs him to look at all that he has and be thankful. In return for their kindness, the man grants the maidens incredible powers so that they may continue to help others all over the world. They graciously accept, and share their gifts with the people of Remnant until the end of days. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Four maidens. My mother loved that story.
Would you believe me if I told you that one's been around?
Sorry about that. Had to get my notebook.
Well, would you believe me if I told you it was true?
I beg your pardon?
What if I were to tell you that there were four maidens existing in this world that could wield such tremendous power without dust?
You mean like the semblance?
Like magic.
Yeah, first time hearing it's pretty crazy.
You're serious?
Do I look like I'm joking?
Yeah, no.
No. Why are
That's
you
a lot to
telling
throw on Pyrrha, though.
We are telling you, Tyrannikos, because we believe that you are next in line to receive the Fall Maiden's powers.
we?
Sorry we're late.
Wait. What is this? Who are you?
Oh, she's so scared.
We are. We're still the same teachers and headmasters you met when you arrived at Beacon.
Except we've got a little part-time job.
We are the protectors of this world.
And we need your help.
It's a lot to throw on her, though. This is actually all start coming back to me because this is when I like started noticing how the series is feeling different.
Where are we going?
The vault. Under the school.
She's so nervous. I'd be excited. But, oh, I could save people. I get powers. Awesome. No, I'm busy. I'll see you later.
I'm sure you must have questions.
Maybe one or two.
Right? There's a couple.
I still don't.
This is just a couple.
You said I was next in line to receive the maiden's power. What do you mean by that?
The maidens have existed for thousands of years, but much like in nature, the seasons change.
But it's still crazy because it's still a story of like an old man. So like,
When a maiden dies, her power
it still hasn't been revealed that Osmond was the one that gave him the powers.
ensuring that the seasons are never lost and that no individual can hold on to the power forever.
So, how does the power choose?
Through a series of stupid and convoluted rules.
Crow.
Hey, don't get mad because I'm right.
At
Right.
first, the only thing that was certain was that the powers were specifically passed on to young women. But as time went on, it
Okay,
was
only-
discovered that the selection process was much more intimate.
Intimate?
As we understand it now, when a maiden dies, the one who is in her final thoughts is the first candidate to inherit her power.
Ah, okay.
When the power goes to someone random, our jobs get a lot harder.
Why tell me all of this now? Why not wait until I've graduated?
Honestly, we've run out of time. I don't know if you've noticed, but things are getting a lot scarier out in the world. Tensions are high, Grim are growing stronger, more prevalent, and it's not going to be much longer before this peace we've all been enjoying so much goes out the window.
You're not talking about war.
Not a war between nations.
We can fill you in on the details once we know you're with us. For now, all you need to know is that one of the maidens was attacked, and for the first time in history, part of her power was stolen.
Oh. Fall Maiden.
Is that
The current Fall Maiden. Amber.
Amber.
she's still alive?
For now. We're using state-of-the-art Atlas technology to keep her stable. But there is a lot about this situation that is unprecedented.
What do you mean?
Well, we don't know what will happen when she passes.
Won't her power just transfer to the next host?
Look who's been listening. She is smart.
Under normal circumstances, yes.
But because of half the power was taken, it's different.
It's not uncommon for the last thoughts of the slain to be of their attacker. And to make matters worse, no one's ever seen the power split like this before. For all we know, it will seek out its other half.
Her assailant.
And that would not bode well for any of us.
No. Man, Pyrrha seems so ready to now, like, after she got a bit more of the situation.
If all of this is true, why keep it secret? If this girl is so important, if we're truly on the brink of war, why not tell everyone?
From what we understand, it used to be common knowledge.
Excuse me?
How do you think legends and fairy tales get started? Even the craziest ones come from somewhere.
Our group was founded in order to protect both mankind and the maidens. Those hungry for power hunted them with the hope of inheriting their strength.
And as you can imagine, the ones that succeeded weren't exactly the kind of people you'd want to have unimaginable power.
And so this brotherhood chose to remove the maidens from the public eye, allowing their existence to fade away into legend.
The things we're telling you go against hundreds of years of human history. Religion.
No one would want to believe us. It'd cause an uproar.
It would cause panic. And we all know what that would bring clawing to our kingdom's walls.
Grim.
Which is why we would like to...
I'll do it. If you believe this will help humanity, then I will become your fall maiden.
Alright.
That's what you wanted, isn't it?
It is. But I'm afraid
it's
it's not that simple. Given Amber's condition, you won't be able to inherit her power naturally. However, General Ironwood believes he has a solution.
For the past few years, Atlas has been studying Aura from a more scientific standpoint. How it works, what it's made of, how it can be used. We've made significant strides, and we believe we found a way to capture it.
Capture it and cram it into something else. Or in your case,
Her.
That's
Classified.
wrong.
The feeling is mutual. But desperate times call for desperate measures.
And these are indeed desperate times. We can't transfer Amber's power to you, but we can give you what those powers are bound to.
Her aura.
Her life would become intertwined with yours. The question is,
what's that gonna do to you?
Oh. Yeah, that is completely different.
you have an important decision before you, Miss Nikos. There's no guarantee this transfer will work. And there's no telling if you will be the same person if it does. I advise you to take time to think on this matter. But understand,
You don't
before
have
the
much
Vital
time.
Festival is over, we will need your answer.
Oh, I can't wait to see what Pyrrha becomes.
Yes, the Fall Maiden has made their first move. And there's no telling when their next move will be.
I forgot the weight of how heavy this darkness just feels for the series. One-on-one finals, huh? Yang, Sun, Penny, Mercury, Pyrrha.
It's quite simple, Peter. Instead of a bracket system, each round of the finals will be randomly determined immediately before the match takes place.
He's sucking so fast.
Any good hunt, there will be 0 time to prepare.
Ah, yes, yes. Now let's see who our first match will be.
It's already rigged, though. Mercury versus Yang.
Xiaolong and Mercury Black.
Ooh, foreshadowing.
Would all other combatants please leave the stage?
They're really about to fight it out.
You better not go easy on me.
You wish.
Here it comes.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Dang. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. That's sick. Oh, he can control them all, though. Ooh. Dang. If this is a game, like a 2D style game, that'd be his ultimate, and that'd be sick. Uh-oh. Semblance time. Dang. Oh, it's over.
What a way to kick off the final!
She won. Total domination.
Yang Xiaolong wins!
Way to go, Yang! Better luck next time.
There's not going to be a next time, Blondie.
Everything got all quiet.
The cameras.
The heck? Uh-oh. Oh, they're feeling all despair and...
My leg!
That's what you get, you little... Huh?
Yang Xiaolong, stand down!
What? Why?
Mercury! Why'd she do that? Why'd she attack me?
That's not what happened at all. They altered that footage fast. They were all watching the arena, though. How'd no one see what happened, for real? Oh, snap. Yang, you in trouble. What the crap was that? Okay, alright, well, hold on. So, not much happened in this episode. I guess the biggest thing we did get is the reveal of the maidens, and then the rules of how the maidens work. So, we have the fall maiden right now, then there's winter, summer, and spring. And right now, with the fall maiden being incapacitated and have her power stolen, they're trying to transfer it over to Pyrrha. And they're unsure if Pyrrha might stay the same, as it would have to be part of her soul that's transferred to Pyrrha as well, or if Pyrrha will still remain the same, and if they can actually get the power transferred properly. Because if I remember right, or if I got right from the notes here, the rules for the maidens is that it can only be transferred to another woman, and it's the person that's last in their thoughts when they pass away. So, then that's it. Otherwise, if it's not neither one of those conditions, if they pass away, the last person in their thoughts is a man, then the power just apparently chooses somebody at random. So, but like I said, this situation's tricky. It doesn't follow the usual rule because half of her power is already stolen, and usually when things are half, they want to be whole, so they'll meet up with one another. So, yeah, this is this is cool. This is crazy. This is not what I was expecting. That I completely forgot the rules of the maidens. So, watching later on down the line, it makes a lot more sense. I know it was explained to me by a friend, but just seeing the origin of these things too and taking notes is just like one of the greatest feelings for it. So, Pyrrha obviously has to think about if she's going to take the power or not, and that's a big decision for someone like her too. And it's being thrown at her, and it doesn't seem like Osmond and them are like that much sure of it either. Like, desperate time call for desperate measures, but it's like you're having a child, who you brought into your academy. Think about a big decision that could affect her life for the rest of her time, and you guys aren't even sure if it'll be something to risk. So, I don't know, that's just kind of crazy, and I don't know if I want those people being the ones to decide these things. Other thing is, too, then, we got the tournament, obviously, Yang versus Mercury, and the footage was altered to make Yang seem like a bad guy, so I don't know what the point of that is. Maybe to mess with Yang's mind, to mess with the people. Well, yeah, the more despair and then cruelty, and they're like, oh, the disgust and fear of what Yang did, that, like, made the Grimm move, so it's like they might start stampeding towards Beacon, which would be insane. That'd be a giant Grimm overrun and just a terror. So, I don't know, but definitely excited for the next episode. Like I said, today is just one episode, so episode 34, or in reality, episode 6 of volume 3, chapter 6, title Fall. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Please join me on Friday for Final Space, and then Mondays I'm reviewing my reactions to God of High School. So, hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time when we jump into the fray. Peace out.